CS.money, a new service for trading your skins. Tired of all the skins piling up in your inventory? With CS.money, trading got faster and safer than ever. Now you can just sign in to our website, choose the skins from your inventory and those you want to get from a broad variety. Confirm the trade and rejoice in your new skins. CS.money, the best service for trading your skins.
E-gaming bets, online betting for every esports fan. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, CSGO and Overwatch, StarCraft 2, the choice is yours. Express bets for multiple matches or live bets on the game you are watching right now. Know your way around Dota 2? Make a prediction for picks and bans. Playing CSGO? Guess the number of rounds in a certain match. Daily quests for all participants and all the best choice of payment systems. More than 600,000 users have already made their bets on the spectacular matches since 2011. EGB.com. You know for sure who's gonna win.
Maybe it was 69.
Skins for CSGO. Boys, skins for CSGO. Skins for CSGO. Cheap and expensive. Exchange skins, boys. We have cheap, we have expensive. Come here, boys. Skins for CSGO. Skins for CSGO. Skins for CSGO.
Do not risk. Exchange in 3 clicks. Fast, profitable, safely.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the grand final of the Starladder I-League Invitational. Joining me once again is going to be Harry, and, well, Virtus.pro, they have not won the first map. It's Renegades to actually take it in a fairly dominant fashion as well. They lost both pistols, and it was a 16-8 scoreline. That pretty much says it all. Unbelievable stuff from Renegades. Very impressed with what we've seen so far.
Yeah, I mean, we've been impressed throughout this whole event, I think. No, the only team that they actually really haven't done too well against was Virtus.pro, if you think about it. And able to beat them out of map number 1. Hoping now to try and end it here in a map number 2. It's going to be Train, the map pick of VP. Tom, this potentially could be it. So are you ready to get into this one? Going to be Train, as I said. VP looking to find a redemption here and take us through to map number 3. And Pistoram, well, it's already well and truly underway, Tom.
Yeah, right in. It's going to be Taz as the anchor of this B site. A couple of players actually over towards Ivy as well, so the T's maybe looking to try and wrap back around to meet up with their fellow teammates on B, but there's actually 3 players around this spot for the CT side. They're playing very absent from the actual A site and just all holding around the outskirts. It means they have dedicated a second player in the form of Neo over towards B, but he's already tagged down to 36, and just looking at the utility, it definitely seems like more of a B hit. They've got a couple of smokes, a Molotov as well, which is likely to go into the connector or be used for the afterplant, the only real 2 options in these scenarios, and it is just going to be a rotation back. The 2 smokes just going to be used to hold off the cross and obviously be thrown down that ramp to just allow them to explode out. There's 2 players, and you have to realize the rotation could take quite a while.
Yeah, that leaves a lot of pressure here on Taz and Neo. Taz able to take down the first. Damage done onto him. He's still alive before Nifty does get the trade. Neo charges in, going to fall prey to JKS up close, and man advantage now in favor of Renegades. Look at the positioning of Ustillo. Will be spotted out by Bialy, but that's going to delay this push in, as now they're weary of the man that was inside connect. They actually have to try and clear it before they even go for this push, and time working against them. ticking on it down. Bialy tagged extremely low within inches of death. It looks like the call to save going to have come on in. They will just start to get the hell out of there. Going to lose Snacks, Pasha and Bialy save. That's the armor carried forward at a bare minimum. But Renegades, Tom, they will be in with the pistol round victory here on Trade. Now, of course, over on Mirage, we saw VP win both pistol rounds, and even then, they still barely scraped 8 rounds on the board. This time, they don't even have that.
A very, very scary prospect indeed to start things off strong for Renegades. For Virtus.pro, as you said, they are going to keep themselves some Kevlar, so they can invest a little bit more into this round than they would have been able to if they hadn't, but yeah, a pretty basic pistol round coming out from Renegades. Just the aggression, catching out Taz, and because there was so much of a gamble over towards that Ivy spot, I said it at the time, they're going to be quite long on those rotations and really needed some sort of incredible start. Already Nifty walks out, takes 2 heads, does get, well, actually it's Azza, sorry, to get traded out, so 1 player will be dropped at least, but Virtus.pro definitely looking to do a little bit more. Taz looks to try and fails, and it is only Pasha left with the Deagle. Spot out Yustillo. Looks for the second, but Nifty will finish off his triple. 2-0 for Renegades, and they should have a much easier time in the next round.
Snacks will be buying himself the D, but that's the only man to carry any weight into this round. As they're looking to try and make some money along with Yustillo, as both of them opt for the Mac 10 in this one. Best opportunity to do so. Get some money in the bank early. Renegades should be on to a third here, and that's a good early lead to grab, especially on the T side of Trade. VP going to be stacking 4 players over here on A initially, but then they start to rotate them off. You can see aggression comes in from Pasha down to Ivy. Spots out Nifty, doesn't want to go re-peeking into that anytime soon. But we'll keep the forward position. Initially gambling on B, but now starting to rotate these players back in a connector.
I think that was after spotting Azza. Giving a little bit of extra information, and that's basically what they're doing this up at the moment. Nifty, well, huge advantage versus Pasha in this long-range battle with the AK-47, and now Azza looks to just run in and make some cash. Nax will at least be able to take down 1. Now he is the only one left, and Yustillo will finish off the final. 4 kills coming in for the T side, making a decent amount of cash in that round, $2,400, and retrieving the AK as well, more importantly. But now comes that buy for Virtus.pro. Single AWP, Snacks. When he bought the Deagle in the last round, I think there was actually a change in initial strategy, as it did look like they were going to go for a double AWP setup early on, but instead he'll be on the rifle. A bit of utility to play with, but it's still a weakened buy, and with 2 players currently not without head armor, Yustillo's Mac 10 is still going to be deadly as ever.
Bialy going to go to push over towards E-Box. Will be held back by that initial barrage of utility. Fades away instead. Going to leave it to Snacks to hold closer. Taz able to find the first. Yustillo goes down. That Mac 10 never sees the light of day. And Nifty, well, he's traversing this misty terrain outside. Bialy first to fall over here on A. The trade will come through from Snacks, who now tries to hold the fort. Pasha going to help him out just that little bit more by dropping JKS. Now falls as well, and Azza 1v4, too much to ask. Neo going to go ahead and pick that up. VP will be in with their first round. But now the buy can come in once again from Renegades. This time, though, they've got the AWP up. Nifty going to be brandishing that as we would expect. Rifles across the board. Their attempt at the bonus round, keeping the Mac forward, not having an AWP, didn't work, but now they've been given the opportunity to reinvest into this round.
Yeah, this is that big chance to actually go for a reset on Virtus.pro and set them off on another poor start to this game. Pasha is going to be waiting. Definitely one of the players mentioned on the desk as someone who could definitely make the difference, and it's all about the bait and switch. Jump across, and Nifty peeks and takes the early kill. Pasha will go down. Neo may just want to try and retrieve this AWP. Has to be a little bit careful about it, as Nifty's actually going to try and go aggressive, and now some counter utility just going to be thrown out by the CT side to make sure they can't do much. Neo pretty close, but only does a little bit of damage to Ustillo in the end, and the T's smartly are just going to fall back. We've got our man advantage. We've taken down Pasha with that AWP. Let's regroup and try and hit one of these sites.
It looks like the site in question is going to be B. At least as they start to make their way over. All 5 players stacked up outside of the B-bomb site, and only Taz resides here. You can see Neo starting to be pulled around from Ivy. You have the fast rotation in from Bialy up through Pop Dog. Seems like VP do have the read on this. Now they start to rotate the remaining 2 players in. Gonna be walking into a stack here. Taz will open up, goes back for more. Azarim with the trade, and now Snacks peeking over the top. It's a shooting gallery for him. Starts to fade away. Man advantage still in favor. Renegade smoke goes down. Bomb is allowed to cross in to the site. It's Azza holding close, who looks to try and complicate matters that much more. Snack starts to peek into it, misses that shot. Azza does manage to escape for the time being. They have to try and deal with him. Bialy's the one to try and make it happen. Makes his way around the corner. Bialy lands the shot. Now it's 2-on-2. Nifty in the heavens with the AWP. JKS resides inside the site. Gonna fall prey to Bialy, and now Nifty versus 2. Gonna be able to get the first. Peeks out for more, and Nifty's gonna do it. 4 frags for him. And there seems to be nothing that this man can't do, Tom. 10-1 right now. And just a whirlwind of death inside the B-bomb site.
Yeah, this is another one of those strong starts for Nifty that we've seen throughout the last couple of days. A bit earlier in the tournament, we were sort of worried about how this guy was going to show up. Obviously, in-game leading and AWPing for the team. And right here, right now, he's showing us what he's got. 4 kills in the round, impactful nonetheless, and leaves Virtus.pro on just pistols. We'll be able to buy back into the next round, but it's still going to be a fairly limited one. This is already looking like a tough start. Nice shot from Nifty. We'll take Bialy straight off the top of that train. Ustillo is going to be finishing off Pasha as well. CT side just going to gamble everybody over towards this A site. There's so much control has already been taken. Snacks is in the back lines, but he's smoked off and probably will just go for one of those risky plays through the smoke. I imagine there'll be somebody watching it. Neo is going to hold onto one, and Azza is that man. Snacks will fall. 5-1 to Renegades on the T side. And even still, you look at this once again, it's going to be Neo who's struggling to get much on the board. They will actually drop an AWP over to Pasha. Utility is going to be fairly minimal, and they don't have a kit.
Yeah, this buy is less than ideal from VP. Pasha's got the AWP, but he has been very dominant with it. That could be the one thing that goes their way. We saw him fall very early on to Nifty rounds ago. This time, Nifty's quick over here towards the B-bomb site. Taz, here's the man drop down. That alone has pulled the rotation in from Neo and gets there, but it's open season inside the B-bomb site. Nifty able to pick that frag up. Man advantage for Renegades taken very early on here. And Snacks feeling the pressure, holds Pop Dog. Nifty going to start to make his way down. Snacks finds the first, dropping in behind is JKS. And into the arms of Snacks they go. Bialy does take one, he's still going to be in with the trade, and Pasha now holds down the A-bomb site from Connector. The bomb plant looks to come in, but Pasha sees all. Azza's going to go down. Ustillo 1v3. Repositions, 50 seconds and counting, going to peek on outspot. Snacks out in the open. He's in with the first. Make it 2, make it 3. Ustillo is a monster, Tom. There's no stopping Renegades right now. They are feeling it.
That final shot is one of the most ridiculous things
unreal
I've ever seen. Ustillo just absolutely trounces the remaining 3, and that is absolutely unbelievable. Tactical pause. I think it was actually called by Renegades, maybe just needing a moment to calm down because...
Tom, I have a throat infection, Tom. You still can't keep doing stuff like that.
Not allowed to show it.
I mean, yeah, that is too violent for TV. That is not safe for work, Tom.
Disgusting. Are we going to get the replay? This final shot, I don't understand. I just don't understand. Just even the second time. It doesn't get any better than that. 6-1. A round that should have been Virtus.pro's. It doesn't even matter how crazy that clutch was, but just the impact as well. Neo, though, he's going to remove Captain Impact from the round. Ustillo will be down. They're going to try and go aggressive with these pistols, already at least finding one. Neo has actually managed to retrieve an AK-47. The bounce back of Virtus.pro going to be necessary soon. It looks like Renegades are on point at the moment. Neo will peek out, does some damage to Nifty, but just going to opt to fade away. Take a different angle, take a different position. Try and move that AK-47 round a little bit. This isn't a round, well, you'd hope this isn't a round the Renegades are going to throw straight back. They did just take a pause. T-side are going to be rotating back towards his B-side, but look at the position from Snax. So well placed, so well positioned. They're not going to be expecting this. They're going to round the corner. Snax actually looking the wrong way, and JKS, so aware, takes him down. Not going to give a chance for any ludicrous moments from Snax. Now going to continue their push back towards this B-side.
Neo resides here. He has the AK. Blessed by Ustillo himself. Bialy going to be able to take one more. And now Neo beheaded by Naf. Bomb plant going to come in from Renegades. VP look to save in this round. Bialy does have the dig. Wants to try and deal some damage here to Renegades. Keep them modest if he can. That is a big if though. Bialy sneaking on in. JKS holds the angle. Bialy gonna land the shot. Now there's 20 seconds. He's able to grab himself the AK. That's the save. Guaranteed. Might try. No point going for any more. The Renegade's gonna be on to a 7th. VP. Don't know where they've gone, Tom, but they have to try and wake up soon. This is their map pick. They're on the more favored side, and right now Renegades are up 7-1. And when you consider how weak the Renegades T sides had looked all throughout this event, it spells a fair bit of disaster for them here unless VP can start to pick up the pace a bit here.
Well, you don't even have to look at the rest of the event. You can even look at the last map. They were unbelievable on the CT side. Barely lose. Did they lose one buy round all the way through? It was just a very, very strong performance from them, and you don't want to be giving them this many rounds on the T side when you know that, well, they're definitely feeling confident. Every single player is on the map at the moment, and, well, now we need to see the same from Virtus.pro. They've got a buyback. They've got the AWP. They've got 2, in fact, 1 on Snax, and we're going to go for this nice little drop down. Nobody here this time. There's a boost employed by many now. T-side, quite heavy presence over towards Ivy. Understandable, because the T's have been taking a lot of early aggression in that direction. Instead, this time it is looking like they're setting up for the A hit. Smoke's going to be raining in. 3 players will be waiting for them, and the rotation may take a little while as the CTs are all the way over to that left-hand side.
Here's Bialy, takes the first, goes in for more. JKS with the trade. Pasha has rained death down. Neo forces the issue on up, starts to take the angles aggressive, and now in the blink of an eye, it's all eyes on Nifty. 1v4, quick flick out to Pasha. VP, they've been in situations like this before. They don't want to risk giving this away. Nifty, that was quick, does just miss it. Starts to push on in, and Snax, there you go. They managed to isolate the last man, shut him down, but it's a 3v1. That is a scenario they should always be winning out. VP onto a 2nd round. Most importantly, Tom, damage has been done to the Renegade economy. Naf and Azza, they've got money to stick a little bit more into this round.
You know your VP are not having their day when you're sat there thinking, oh, Nifty's in a 1v3. You know what? He may actually have the advantage in this situation, because they've just been ridiculous in clutch scenarios so far. They got some pistols here. Virtus.pro are back on the board. They're going to want to keep this one as clean as humanly possible. Straight out the gates. Pasha will be tagged down, and Ustilo with the dig. Bye-bye, Pasha. Rotation will be coming in from multiple players, and that actually gives Azza a little bit of space to push out. Peak going to be coming back in. Ustilo is still waiting in the same spot, and Bialy is actually just going to move that AWP out of sight. Azza is the man to watch, does lots of damage, but not quite enough. Ustilo instead is going to start to make his move, and JKS still Ustilo. He's actually retrieved an AWP, rounds the corner, hits his third kill. This man is on fire at the moment with the AWP, can't quite do it, and it's into a 2 versus 2.
I was having flashbacks, Tom. Now JKS and Naf, they're the two that remain for Renegades. Still though with the Deegs in hand, they've proven to be more than deadly. Neo does spot one of the men over in main. JKS falls and Neo mops things up at the end. 3 frags for him. The AWP carried forward and VP him at the 3rd round. Only 2 players surviving though. Heavy damage done by Ustilo once again. And we need to see more from VP. These aren't clean round wins. The money's kept very modest. That reset just still looming over the top of them. AWP up for Nifty. Decent bit of utility, but fairly limited on Azza and JKS. No such story for Virtus.pro, who have everything they could possibly need. It's going to be early aggression over here towards Ivy, but Nifty, he's ready for this. Pasha's there to trade, hold down the angle. Pasha falls back, Bialy still holding it close. Gonna try the hand at the bait and switch. He's trying to check the angle. Bialy does get the first, but Pasha's fallen. Now Bialy stands here alone. Gonna smoke it off. Nifty just misses that. Oh! This is it the 2nd time around, but coming very, very close. Gonna start to leave Ivy as Nifty retreats away. Tactical withdrawal. Well, Naf keeps their attention fixated on this location. You can see the bomb starting to peel away over here. Towards B it goes. Gonna look to rendezvous with JKS.
Yeah, Neo's position aggressive enough that the 2 players around the connector, if he does go down, can rotate fairly quickly. And actually Bialy around the back lines leaves them in a pretty good spot overall. Neo also could be absolutely deadly in this spot. They are going to be creeping forward, moving into his crosshair. Nifty peeks him, but can't do anything as Neo sprays down a 2nd, looking for his 3rd, just holding this down alone and buying time. The rotation is already in from his team as they now hold on to the B site, but the bomb is going to double back. They don't have much time. There's only 15 seconds. If they are going to do this, they've got to do it very quickly indeed. And Bialy is aware, shuts down the 1st, sprays for the 2nd, but there is just about enough time.
He's going to get it down just in the nick of time. Naf, 1v2 now. Will history repeat itself here? Bombs down over on A. VP, they're on the clock. They have to play this smart. Snacks with the AWP is less than ideal. Do have a smoke for the bomb. Going to go ahead and throw that down. Taz gets on it. Now goes in for the frag, but Snacks has his back. VP going to be allowed to get that one. 4 rounds to their name as they start to find their footing here on train. The AWP's carried forward as well. And we're starting to see some signs of life now from VP.
Yeah, that round was much, much better from Virtus.pro. You could see not only did they sort of trade evenly at the beginning of the round rather than just what we've seen before, which is Pasha going down, and then we see a little bit of an adaptation. They have 3 players over towards the A site, so Neo decides, okay, I'm going to take the initiative, I'm going to go aggressive, and he was the main linchpin in that round, spraying down 2 players, giving all of the information for his team to actually rotate back over, and also then Bialy having the correct read of where they're actually going, because if that's not the case, it's a 2 versus 3 with a bomb down, and I feel like that's a little bit of a different scenario. So much better from Virtus.pro. They're going to need more of the same if they are going to continue forward, and I'm interested to see how much money is actually on the Renegade side, because I don't think it's going to be enough for them to actually buy in this round.
they've gone for the partial buy. CZ's P250s. Small collection of utilities, scraping together what they can. Stacking up outside of B. There's only Taz here, and he's bottom of the board right now for VP. Spots you still are there on the peak, and he go ahead and smoke it off. Plays it safe, already a rotation coming in. As they go and send Snacks on round to reinforce with the AWP. Smokes and flashes now rain in. The push about to come through from Renegades. Soaring into the site they go. They bypass Taz. They've been allowed to get on by. Snacks does have his back, and Taz makes a stand in with a second now. Looks to try and make it 3. Wants to deny the bomb plant if he can, but Naf gonna find it nifty. Punches in the numbers.
Oh.
But Pasha denies it with a nade. Doesn't make too much of a difference. There's still money for Renegades to buy up here. Can still get the AWP for nifty, still have full utility on everyone else. VP, though, in with a real shot here. If they win this, they will manage to reset the economy of Renegades. Would be a partial buy into the next round to allow a buy in the 15th, and then that gives them the opportunity of actually winning out this first half. It has been one hell of a recovery thus far, but now they're going to be tried and tested in this round.
Yeah, Renegades, they do have the max loss bonus. That is something to mention as well, because a bomb plant will actually be enough for them to buy it anyway. So if we see a bomb go down, that does mean Renegades are going to continue to bombard this Virtus.pro defense. If not, there's still a little bit of a chance, but I'd say it's likely, as you said, that they'll just be going for a partial buy, some pistols into the next. Already. Early aggression over towards Ivy, but T-side this time are actually going to fall back and may look to pick up the pace. We haven't seen too much in terms of A main control from the Ts. Instead, he's still going to be pushing. Already catches Pasha, but can't quite finish his dinner. Molotov will force him out of position, and Nifty once again will win that AWP battle. Bialy up close, has a lot of work to do. Sprays down 2, turns the tide, and Nifty is there to trade once again. JKS with another. It is all about Renegades at the moment, and Taz is now left in a clutch situation. Spots out Nifty, but it's a 4th for the AWP of Renegades. An incredible round from him once again. And Virtus.pro, well, even their money starting to dwindle.
They've invested what they can fully into this round. Snacks has the Mag 7, but he's someone who can work wonders with this weapon. Azura and Ustillo over here towards main. Snacks, the object of his desire is going to be Pop Dog, where he lies in wait with the shotgun. Has support from Taz. There's 3 players push up aggressive over here to hold Pop Dog and main. Pasha going to start to peek on in. What does main have in store for him? Doesn't get any information on it just yet. Solitary flash goes out. Renegades just testing the water. Haven't got any information just yet as to where these VP players are, but they're going to start to make their way over here towards B. Unfortunately for Virtus.pro, that's where Taz, the one man without a weapon, lies in wait. But Snacks, that's an angle they don't want to go re-peeking into anytime soon. Going to go ahead and catch a Molotov. Up on the ladder, he waits. Going to start to sneak on up. Az is holding it, walks out into him, and Az able to find the trade. Onto Snacks, now they throw the utility into B, look to try and make their way in. Taz with the CZ, he has to work some magic, and he gets nothing done. Now Pasha on the AWP, does at least find an equalizer. 3 versus 3, but a man's got aggressive in the form of Azza, holds it close. Pasha has already snuck on by. Neo's there to join him. Still has got no idea. Caught unaware inside the site. It's going to go down. Azza finds a second, making a third. As Neo left 1 versus 2. Time ticking away. Nifty finishes him off. And Renegades going to grab themselves a 9th round. VP, no money left into the last round of the half. They're gonna have to force what they can, but Tom, is that gonna be enough?
It's not looking like it at the moment. Nifty, in-game leader, Orpa, and top fragger by quite a margin. 20-7 at the moment. And looking incredible in this Renegades roster. Looking like a pickup in pace as they are just going to go barreling out towards A main. Snacks, this time looking for aggression, and Ustillo is going to deny him anything more. Naf pushing further out onto the site. Left completely behind. Bialy will peek out and still doing work with that CZ, but it's only a trade at the moment, and Ustillo still going strong. Leaves Tass and Pasha. And Ustillo's just farming at the moment. He even goes in with the Glock and gets a quad kill to finish the half. 10-5. Dominant T-side half from Renegades. And they are 6 rounds away from the championship, from the trophy, from the biggest share of $150,000. But not only that, for beating Virtus.pro. Of course, pistol round, as ever, I'm going to be playing a massive part, as it will be the difference between Renegades potentially being 13-5 up this early in the game, and that would be incredible. How would you come back from that? That's the real question.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you look at VP coming from Epicenter, coming from that second place finish after months of, you know, being down, not being the team that we knew them to be, the legends that they once were, you know, being relegated from Pro League, almost facing relegation in ECS, a number of, you know, I mean, just immediate exits from big tournaments throughout the year, just a range of underperformances across the board. And I mean, then that second place at Epicenter, that inspired a lot of hope, I think, you know, not just to them, but to their fans. We saw the confidence behind them coming to this. They really wanted to show that they could win this event, and it's one that on paper they definitely should be able to win. It carries a hell of a lot of weight, and right now, 5 rounds down on map number 2 to Renegades, a team that they've already beat at this event. It's not looking good for them. A comeback will be required, and JKS, he's swift on his feet. Nifty going to go to take one more. And already this pistol round not looking great for VP. 2 men down. They're going to be waiting outside of B, Azza with the dualies. Over in Pop. VP throwing in a barrage utility. Molotov goes down for connector, but Naf's already out. They're going to try and duck in through Pop Dog. Now, Azza able to get one. Snacks in with the trade, but it's still a 2 versus 4. Nifty's here, going to be able to tap away. It's still going to find the frag, and Snacks, he'll fall shortly after. Renegades in with an 11th, the second pistol round win on this map, and Tom, it could very well read 13-5 before a bye comes in for VP.
Yeah, bye, of course. We'll be coming back in for the T side. Fair bit of utility being invested. May see a smoke set up over towards that A site. It's unlikely that you'd need 4 smokes if you were heading towards B. And in fact, they have one on every single player, so I would be very surprised if we don't see them head over towards that A site. Already you can see them setting up on the other side. They have a significant disadvantage versus 3 rifles over on the CTs, an MP9 and a UMP to boot. And of course, a fair bit of utility on those players as well. Neo actually has the bomb towards that upper B spot, so this could all be an elaborate ruse, because for me personally, I would not like to see that bomb going down Pop Dog, because if it drops, then the round is pretty much over, as it will be Azza up close. Either way, we are going to see a bit of utility thrown in already. They are looking to try and throw some utility towards this Pop, and almost lost will be Taz. Flashbang goes in, and the second player switches to the dualies, and Azza takes it, but now looking like they are switching things up. They've thrown those nades in. They're switching towards that B side. JKS just sprays down 2, looking for his 3rd. 1 more to go. Bialy the only left, and it won't work out for Virtus.pro whatsoever. 12-5. No money to reinvest in this round. And Renegades, they're looking like they are going to convert these.
This is the chance for Renegades to make some money. And I'm not just talking about the $75,000 that they're hoping to win in this round. MP9 and an MP7 along with the UMP look to try and farm some cash on the unarmored VP players. Bomb plant here would be the ideal outcome. But that's no easy feat. Renegades just going to hold passive, don't want to risk giving anything away. And I mean, Tom, just what a fall from grace from VP right now. They went throughout this whole event dropping one map.
The bomb's just been dropped out of upper B alone. I'm not even sure what on earth the plan could have been there, because it looked like they were setting up for maybe a fake with all the players running out A and then the bomb B. Instead, the bomb went alone out B, and I have no idea. There's no way they're getting this back. Absolutely no chance.
I mean, it's clear that coming into this Renegades, they felt confident. If you remember during the death segment yesterday, I think it was Nifty who said, you know, when they win, that's when they'll be happy. Now, they'll be back on the desk after they've won. And at the time, you know, it just sounds like fighting talk, but it shows they really are confident about their ability. Now, this time, Naf falls inside of him, but there's still a man here. The bomb plant should get denied. First, they have to go and get it. Bomb site without a bomb is a picnic without sandwiches. It's no good, Tom. 13-5, Renegades very much in the lead here. VP able to get a buy together now, but there's no AWP in sight. Rifles across the board. The AWP up for Nifty on Renegades. He's been on fire with that weapon. 21-7 right now. And it is do or die for VP. They've invested everything into this round. A loss here would mean a 15-5 scoreline before we can see a decent buy come back in for them.
Yeah, this really is the moment where we need to see a different side to Virtus.pro, and already that's a good start. The AWP of Nifty is going to be going down. It will be picked up for Neo. The push from you still, even with an MP9, is going to finish off Snacks. Continues the push, though, and that will be the man advantage back to Virtus.pro. T still have some presence in the form of Neo towards his B site. Only being held by JKS. He's going to be that B anchor. But look at the flank. That's the big thing. Bialy's managed to sneak all the way around through that CT spawn. He goes. Pasha even finishes off Naf on the A side. So if anything, they have the best of both worlds at the moment. And Bialy just that knife in the back, leaving you still alone with control of neither site. Bomb is going to go rotating in towards the B site. So if anything, at the moment, he does have the right position. But I think they're just going to plant for the connector, knowing they have full control and let him have that upper B position. At least he's managed to retrieve himself an AK. There should be some spare cash for Renegades to buy back into the next round. But that may be the first baby step on Virtus.pro's way back into this game. The first buy round at least going their way.
Yeah, it's a lengthy, perilous journey on the road to the comeback. But as you say, they get the first step in doing so. A 6th round, the first rifle round as well. But it's still a long journey to redemption. He's still able to save the AK here. Buy can come in for Renegades. That's, of course, what they're competing for, Tom. That and $75,000 money and the trophy. Both things lovely.
It's a nice trophy.
It is. It's actually very nice. Didn't get to see it till the other day, did we?
No, it was kept hidden.
It was. Top secret. And both these teams, of course, very interested in the proposition of getting that. There's Nifty. Insane stats from him. He's been putting up numbers across both maps, but it's really all coming to fruition here on Train, and that's when they wanted it to. Now he's got himself the AWP again. Pasha going to miss the opportunity for an opener, and Azar, as a result, allowed to sneak into Pop Dog. Makes things very tricky for Neo. Just going to be holding, waiting to see if any aggression comes up.
Yeah, AWP actually going to switch hands. Snacks. Now the one picking it up. Rotating further towards that B site. Azar has been pretty good at holding down Pop so far. Has a UMP, so taking that closer range battle where this SMG is actually still deadly. It was the range that was nerfed not so long ago. Only one man going to be on this B site, and that will be JKS. I wonder if there is going to be any sort of rotation. It looks like Nifty is slowly making that decision, especially after JKS spots out the feet. That will be him getting his move on, but so will the T's. Nades thrown out. JKS looking to spray down, but Bialy and Pasha, quick double entry into the site. I think this has to be a save from Renegades. They can't push back in here. They just don't have the weaponry to do it.
Confidence is key in VP. They're going to start to build it back up, get a couple of round wins under their belt now. They're going to be on 7 rounds at the end of this one, putting them 6 behind that of Renegades. They're going to go hunting here. Pasha's about to walk in to a deadly crossfire. Who still holds it. Naf does get the trade, but that's one rifle dropped. They know that Naf's there. They keep going for it. Azza goes down as well, and Naf desperate to cling on to this M4. Players moving in from all sides. Able to stay alive makes things costly as well for VP. Now the pause called in from Renegades. They have a healthy lead, but they're not taking any chances. Taking this pause nice and early.
Yeah.
VP only getting 2 rounds before that was called in.
Yeah, very good performance across the board for Renegades. And in all honesty, I'm impressed, especially with Nifty's in-game leading. I think he's been doing very well. The fact that he's picking up that AWP alongside it and still fragging out of his mind. He's taken this nice and early. We'll give the coach, Kassad, a chance to talk it over with them. He said yesterday again, we have that desk segment to thank for that he normally runs the show on his own, but whenever he takes a pause, he will take some thoughts from the coach and try and pull that into the gameplay of Renegades. It is looking like they are just going to save in this situation. I think that's the right decision here. Have a little bit of loss bonus to help them buy into the next round and still have Naf. Now, if I was going to give anybody a rifle on that CT side, maybe even in the game, by the way they've been playing so far, it would be Naf, and already we're going to see some aggression coming out from the pistols. Bialy looking to just try and farm up and pad his stats. Still, a couple of players here. Azza, not going to be able to do anything. They haven't spotted that rifle just yet, but Naf is not going to connect the shots. At least Nifty will be able to get one. Not allowing VP to go flawless, but the difference will come down to just 5 rounds. However, the buy will also come in from Renegades.
Nifty has himself an AWP back to be able to come in from Renegades. Full utility here for them to try and use. No kit, though.
I think Snacks may be going for a timing shot here. They gave him the AWP just at the last second, so I wonder if he is going to spot anything out. Goes for the quick pick. Not going to find anything just yet. Still will keep the AWP for now, and Pasha is going to go for this battle. T-side desperately looking to try and find something over towards this IV spot. Snacks with his crosshair homed on his own teammate. Hoping he's not getting any second thoughts about the Virtus.pro lineup. He's been in it for quite a while. I think it'd be a little bit late. Still, same sort of setup for the CT side. One man over towards that B site, JKS as the catalyst player, and the rest of them all just waiting for this push coming in onto A.
You still know he's going to be waiting. His prying eyes over the top of any smokes that will go down. Nifty's taking the aggression up to main in the meantime, has support from Azza. Pasha gets rid of Ustilla. That was the man who could have made a difference. Nifty's now going aggressive, and Taz can't spot him, takes the duel close. Nifty's allowed to escape, just gets out of there. Not so lucky as he walks into the waiting arms of Neo. Now the push comes in. Naf on the bomb train. Gonna fall prey. Neo In with 3. Virtus.pro, Tom, they want to try and take us to a third map. They want to take us through the cobble and try their luck there. 4 rounds behind now. Let's not forget this was 13-5. They've whittled down the economy once again. Renegades gonna try the nade stack. Now we've seen this devastate teams before. We've seen it not work, perhaps even more than that. So let's see if this has any success for them. Nades rain in.
Nope.
Finds nothing.
Nada. And we'll have a decent amount of loss bonus going into the next round. They really haven't invested much considering that. So clearly planning on saving up everything they can for the next round. Maybe a double AWP. I'd definitely be happy seeing Naf on that secondary. We saw an incredible 1v2 from him earlier using that very weapon. The CT side, 100% dedicated to the B site at the moment, but Bialy doesn't seem to care. He's going to go walking straight into the stack. Player up above. None of them showing at the moment, all trying to be a little bit sneaky. Naf will at least be able to find out 1, but that is all. Another clean-ish round from Virtus.pro. 13-10, 3 rounds of difference. Money on their side is ludicrous. But at the same time, as said, there's plenty of cash to buy back up for Renegades in this round, and the double AWP setup will be in play.
Yeah, this is where VP, they are going to be truly tested here. That double AWP setup broken out. We know how strong Naf can be, especially assisting Nifty on that AWP. If you listen closely, though, you can hear that plow starting up. The confidence growing greatly here. They've looked like a different team in these past couple of rounds. Starting to make their way over here to B. JKS will lie in wait. And the presence of 2 players there alone enough to cause the rotation to come in. Naf going to move around with the AWP. JKS holds the bomb. As they make their way on in, JKS gets peppered with bullets. Naf from range shuts down 2. Taz able to answer back, finds the man inside the site, but Naf still alive and kicking. This second AWP bought in for Renegades has been worth its weight in gold thus far. Bomb plant comes through. Man advantage still in favor of Renegades as they start this retake. Moving on in. Snacks lands the shot. 3 on 3. Azza starts to wrap around, pushing on in. Going to be the first man on the entry. Snacks falls. Bialy shortly after. It's all left on Taz. 1v3. Flicks back and forth, but Ustillo finds it. Renegades, they finally put a stop to the streak of rounds that VP had. Defuse will come in. And they want to try and close this out here and now. It's going to be a 14th, Tom, 1 away from series point on train.
No trouble for Virtus.pro to buy back, though. In fact, no matter what happens, we are going to see them with a buy in the next round. CT side will stick with their double AWP setup. Naf showing us why we wanted to see that secondary AWP come in for Renegades. However, Azza is going to be left with the UMP. Early aggression coming out. There's 2 players here. Nifty very aggressive and takes down the first already. Flashbang to help him to escape. And a smart start to the round from Renegades.
Snacks has pushed out though, out through main. Going to try and catch Renegade off guard. Ooh. Instead, he catches these hands. You still able to find the frag. Neo and Taz left 2 versus 5. VP with their back against the wall. Be a truly impossible comeback in this round. Neo and Taz. Start to make their way over to B. They spy out JKS. Is going to go ahead and throw down the Incendiary. That buys time. 3 players for Renegades out on A, with Azza taking the aggression into Pop Dog. VP with 40 seconds left, now lining up the utility. The 1 Molotov that they have. Throw it out, Taz. Knocks down into Pop Dog. Neo's over in main. Gonna try and split into this. Ustillo holds it from Evox. Asa finds the first. Neo does come in with the trade. Gonna be able to take himself a second, but from range, Nifty holds the fort. Renegades, they will arrive at map and series point, 15-10.
We missed one. Map, series, and tournament point. This is it. This is Renegades' a chance to win themselves the Starladder I-League Invitational, a tournament that people expected Virtus.pro to win, expected them to be taking the trophy, the prize pool, and everything with it, and to start their resurgence back in Counter-Strike. And, well, Renegades now showing maybe it's not quite there.
I mean, really, if you look at it, out of all the teams, Renegades aren't really one that anyone was speaking about coming to this event. You know, we had people speaking about VP, Heroic, Hellraisers. Those are really the names that we focused on. Renegades, the team that I think a lot of people did discount in the beginning, they have showed up in a massive way here. The underdogs undoubtedly looking to try and close things out here, and now 15-10. VP, legends of CS, backs against the wall. They've got money to invest in this round. Double up setup going to come on through. And this is it. All or nothing now from Virtus.pro. Into what could be their last round in this event.
Oh. Nah. Trying to hit some timing shots. He's still on this AWP for the CT side. JKS, again, we know he's the lone man on the B site. Has his Molotov ready, although upper control is already going to be taken. They've crossed past his normal threshold. Is in Pop. And a little bit of a probing push coming in from Pasha over towards Ivy. His counter-AWP is nearby, but it's actually Ustillo taking the peak at the moment. Neo looking to try and find a little bit of aggression, but hasn't found anything just yet. And Virtus.pro looking like they are just going to set up some smokes to hit towards this A site. Looking to try and set this off with the basics. Azza has been very good so far over towards this Pop Dog position, but they're not going to push it. Instead, it is going to be Ivy where the majority are making their way. Ustillo is waiting in the back lines for this peak to come in. Pasha's going to take it and finds the opener as well. Already getting the early pick for Virtus.pro, but they've only got 25 seconds, so they've got to get moving, and Azza will trade.
20 seconds, they've grinded to a halt. They have to put their foot back on the gas. As charging in towards A they go. And Nifty shuts down one more. The trade will come in, and VP, they've been allowed to get the bomb down. Naf closes the gap that much more. Bialy and Pasha left. 2 on 3. Bomb ticking away. Renegades, they're the team on the clock, repositioning. No opportunity to trade here for Bialy. Pasha holds the angle. The crossfire going to be panning out initially, but now it all falls on to the head of one man. Bialy, 1 versus 2, trying to keep VP in this. Peeks on out, finds the first, ascends into the heavens, and now looks to rain down death. Lands a shot! And Renegades, they're going to do it. They've won this out 16-10. The defuse comes on in, and they're going to take the series 2-0, and with it, they win the entire event, $75,000, Tom, and a sweet, sweet victory over Virtus.pro.
Yeah, the trophy will be heading home with Renegades. Not something I thought I'd be saying at the beginning of the tournament, but I have to say they have earned it. Not only having to go through that decider match, beating pretty much every other team, I think, other than Heroic, that we would have had to see them go through to actually win the tournament. Definitely earned it, and then beating Virtus.pro, the team that already beat them previously, coming back, getting revenge on a different map, and it's been an utterly incredible tournament from them. Props have to go to Renegades, and I think now going forward into that major qualifier, I'm excited to see what they can do.
就是我身边的 Left Line。好的，那么在最后还是简单的来采访一下我们 Renegades 的队员。Hi Nifty，Hello。好，那恭喜你们拿到了冠军，而且决赛里击败了一个非常强大的对手。
First, congratulations! You guys are champion right now, and you beat VP. They're a strong opponent.
那你现在一定是非常的高兴，然后有什么想要和自己支持自己的粉丝们说的
What do you want to say to the fans?
I mean, just thank you very much. You know, like we don't know what to say. Like we work really hard and everything, and leading up from the last 2 events, you know, we're feeling really good about ourselves. And the fans only help that. They really do. Especially the Australian fans. You know, they're so daddy. I love them. Chinese fans are really great as well. Everyone's been really good to us. So hopefully we can keep winning. So.
对，我也没事，现在也想不出要说什么吧。我只能说，之前我们最近状态一直都不错，然后现在击败了 VP 也很开心。感谢所有的粉丝，包括现在现场支持我们的粉丝。然后我们希望我们以后能一直赢下去。
好的，那希望这个冠军也能伴随着 Renegades 在今后的比赛中取得更好的成绩。Congratulations again, thank you, good job. 好，那么到这里，本届的上海邀请赛已经全部结束了，感谢所有现场的观众朋友和在网络上收看我们直播的观众。